Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into a fantastic ricetta. That's Italian for recipe. That's just perfect for any day of the week. We're gonna see how to make a flourless cake that's super light, delicious, and get this, takes only about 5 minutes to prep. Seriously.
You know that feeling, right? You're craving a satisfying sweet treat, maybe a beautiful slice of cake, but you just don't want all the hassle or the heaviness that usually comes with it. So, what do?
Well, here is the solution. This recipe swaps out the flour and uses Greek yogurt instead. And why does this work so well? The yogurt actually gives the cake structure, but it also makes it incredibly tender and light. We're talking almost cloud-like. It is an absolute game changer for simple desserts.
So how do we get that perfect cloud-like texture? The secret is all in the technique. It really just comes down to making two separate, very simple mixtures that will gently combine at the end. And trust me, it is so much easier than it sounds. And here are all the ingredients we need, all laid out for our two mixtures. What's so amazing is just how simple this list is. For the yogurt base, you've got egg yolks, Greek yogurt, sugar, a little cornstarch for body, baking powder, and vanilla. And for the airy whites, it's literally just egg whites, a pinch of salt, and a bit more sugar. That's the whole list.
All right, let's get started with part one, the yogurt base. This is what's gonna give our cake all that rich flavor and that wonderfully creamy character.
And these steps could not be any simpler. First, just whisk your egg yolks and sugar together. Next, you mix in that lovely Greek yogurt and a little splash of vanilla. And finally, you just sift in the cornstarch and baking powder and mix it all up until it's perfectly smooth. Easy.
Now for part two, and this is where the magic really starts to happen. These airy egg whites, they're basically the engine of the cake. They're what will lift the whole batter and give it that incredible melt-in-your-mouth lightness.
So the most important thing here is to start with a completely clean bowl. Beat your egg whites and that pinch of salt just until they start to get foamy. Then slowly add your sugar while you keep on beating. You're looking for what they call firm, glossy peaks. You'll know you're there when you can lift the beater and the whites hold their shape beautifully.
And here we go, this is the magic moment. It's the most important step. You don't stir, you don't whisk, you have to fold. That just means gently scooping the batter from the bottom of the bowl up and over the top. This is how we keep all that wonderful air inside, and that's the whole key to this cake's texture.
Now that our batter's ready, it's time to bake it. And this recipe uses a really great little technique to make sure the cake bakes gently and evenly.
The secret is a water bath. You just place your cake pan inside a larger tray, and then you fill that larger tray with some boiling water. What this does is it creates a nice, steamy environment in the oven. That's what prevents the cake from drying out or cracking, so you get a perfect moist cake every single time. Okay, let's talk temperature. You'll want to get your oven preheated to exactly 170 degrees Celsius, which is about 340 Fahrenheit. That moderate temperature, combined with the water bath, is the key to that gentle, even bake. And for the timing, set your timer for exactly 50 minutes. That is all it takes. And while it's in there, your kitchen is going to start smelling absolutely amazing. And after those 50 minutes, voila, the baking is all done. And you'll have this beautifully risen golden brown cake that is perfectly cooked all the way through.
You know, this cake is so elegant all on its own, it really doesn't need a lot of dressing up. A simple, light dusting of icing sugar is the perfect final touch. It just makes it look as beautiful as it tastes.
And we just had to share this lovely little sign-off from the original creator of this ricetta. It's a simple thank you that feels as warm and delightful as the cake itself. So there you have it, an incredibly easy, elegant, and delicious flourless cake. It just goes to show you how a few simple ingredients and one clever little technique can create something truly special. Which kind of makes you wonder, what other simple magic could you whip up in your kitchen tomorrow?